Alright, so today doing a hood stack on this old 7.3. It does have a 6.4 clip conversion, but that shouldn't change much in this process. So we're going to go underneath the truck and cut the downpipe off. I'm going to try and do it above the curve, or I'm not going to cut the curve, is basically the curve at the bottom. I'm not going to cut that. I might reuse that, but we're going to then cut the downpipe so that it bends more than 90 degrees, and we want it coming out of this hole right here. So I may relocate this, just 3 bolts holding that on. May relocate that down here, something like that. We're going to bring it out here and then up through the hood. So I'll start cutting that downpipe off. Alright, so here's what I've come up with. So my suggestion is cut this at an angle, whatever, there's a slight angle on this, and then mount this on the truck and start figuring out your angles. Well, what I did first is I took this and I got an idea of the angle I would need for it to go through the engine bay, and so then I mounted this on. I guesstimated the angles, then I mounted this on, and I just cut these as I needed them to get the angle I need. Mine is almost 90 degrees, and then once it comes out to more of the top of the motor, I've got this loop out. So I just cut these on 2 angles, and then I could just kind of turn it and adjust it till I got the position I needed. So now I'll mount it on the truck and I'll show you how it sits. Good.
That's sassy.
Alright, here we are. The old back road. Got the hood stack. We're going to do some pulls with it. So I'll just get rolling here. It's hard to do with the camera. Standard. And straight. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so the truck with now the hood stack still doesn't have, you know, a fancy stack sticking out of the hood. So we're going to make one. I got this old fire extinguisher. Pressure was released. I took the gauge off, took the end off, dumped out all the yellow dusts. So now I'm going to cut it, and this will become my stack on the hood. Alright, so I'm just working on this fire extinguisher hood stack, and because this is aluminum, obviously I can't weld it, so I have this old scrap metal that I'm bending around the fire extinguisher. It's going to act like a collar in which I could then self-tap into the fire extinguisher stack here. So I'm just vice gripping it around, seeing where I need to cut it, and then I will weld this strip here to our base plate. This is it, just rough cut, plasma cut out. I will clean it up with a grinder, maybe do some diagonal cuts here, and I'll weld that ring around there. And then that way I'll be able to adjust the stack straight, because the hood's on a bit of an angle when I mount this. So I'll be able to adjust the stack straight up and down and then screw it in. So it should work out pretty good like that. Yeah, she's pretty.